Ever since I was little, I could see numbers. Lots of them. I once told my mother about it, but she said that it's just in my imagination and it'll be gone when I'm older.
Sweetie, it's just in your imagination. It'll be gone when you grow up, okay?
At the age of 9, I experienced the loss of a loved one, our pet dog, Kai. I remember playing with Kai as I saw the numbers going down. 3, 2, 1. The numbers glowed red and became zeros. Kai was gone. That's when I realized that the numbers I can see is a timer for one's death date. At the age of 12, I told my mother about the number once again, but instead of saying it was all in my imagination, she took me to a hospital and said that I needed help.
But doctor, she says she sees numbers.
She's fine!
They said I was perfectly normal and sent me back home. From that day forward, I didn't mention how I could see a timer ticking right above everyone's head. It's been 5 years since that day. Not much has changed, except for the fact that I avoid people. But other than that, not much has changed until I met the new transfer student. He seemed pretty normal at first, or so I thought. He tripped over his feet not once, but twice, while walking to his seat. Talk about bad luck, and of course he has to sit right in front of me. Great. I placed my head down, shutting myself away from the world until...
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Lucas. I was wondering if...
Something was off about him. His timer, it's changing constantly. I looked around the room and everyone's timer was normal, but his. Lucas, right?
Yes?
What is wrong with your number? I shouted without realizing that he had no idea that I could see a death timer. Before he could ask about the situation, the teacher walked in and told us to stop talking.
Be quiet!
School was finally over. I walked out as fast as I could because I didn't want to stay too long since he would have caught up and asked about the situation. I was about to leave the school. However, someone grabbed my arm.
Hey, you mentioned something about numbers earlier and...
I turned around to see that his timer is down to 5 seconds. I looked around the street to find something that could possibly cause a death. Spotted. A car. The driver has 5 seconds as well. I grabbed Lucas's arm and ran. When I turned around, both him and the driver's timer were back to normal. Look, I'll tell you about the numbers, but whether or not you believe me is up to you. And I can see a number above everyone's head, and that number is a death clock. I saw your number constantly changing. However, just now, your number was 5 seconds. I just saved your life.
Whoa, are you human? That's so... Wait, you said my number was changing? Why is that?
I don't know, but there's a possibility that your number will go down to 0 again. So until I figure out why your timer is unstable, I'll save your life every time. That's a promise.
That's amazing. I won't tell your secret, so don't worry. Anyways, like I've said, I'm Lucas, and you are?
Carolyn, but I usually go by Kay. What's up with this guy? I tell him that I have the ability to see death dates, yet he's not overreacting like my mother did. How in the world did I get into this mess?